and welcome to Backpack Travel Agency's YouTube page. My name is Tracy and I'm the owner and agent here at Backpack Travel Agency. And I want to thank you for joining me today as I talk about Carnival Cruise Line. So most people are very familiar with Carnival. It's one of the leading brands. The very red tail fin, most people recognize. It's one of the top brands here in the United States. They are known for being a very nice and budget-friendly cruise. They are a cruise that pretty much can fit almost anybody's budget. So I have people who always are like, I can't afford a cruise, and I can show them that yes, they can. And with a cruise, it's so much fun. So there's things about a cruise that people don't understand. These are not your grandma's cruises anymore. There is so much to do on these cruises. Carnival actually has a new boat coming out called the Mardi Gras. And it will not be going out of New Orleans, which everybody thinks. But it's their first theme boat. And what this means is, as you can guess the theme, it is going to be Mardi Gras on it. Well, this boat has, or ship, has some of the newest stuff on it. If you are interested in this, I advise you to please go to my Facebook page, Backpack Travel Agency, and look at pictures of their staterooms, because these are staterooms that are unlike any of their other ships. And they're going to have different New Orleans themes on this boat, or on this ship. And the other thing that this ship is going to have is it's going to have the very first on-sea roller coaster. And I'm not talking about a virtual roller coaster. I'm talking about an actual roller coaster. That is just really cool to think about. Other things that Carnival has on board the ship is they have a pedal bike that goes over the sky ride. I was trying to find a picture of it. We can kind of see. So it's on a track and it goes over the ship, and you get to pedal and see all over the ship. They have rope courses and of course water areas, water parks. They also have a sanctuary for adults only. So when you need to get away from those kids. And speaking of kids, they have, they're great for families because they have a youth group. So kids 3 to 17 get to go in their own little groups. They have it done up into their ocean camps are done up into different age groups, so that your teenagers aren't hanging out with the little ones, and they get to have all the fun they want. With the Carnival Cruise, the younger kids, they get to it's Dr. Seuss. Sorry. So your kids can have a parade with Dr. Seuss and get to meet Cat in the Hat and all of this really fun stuff. And then everybody can do a green eggs and ham breakfast. I plan on actually doing that with my boys when we go on our Carnival Cruise here in October. That is really cool because, you know, you can actually have green eggs and ham, or they have their pancakes that are in red and white in the shape, or they do it up like Dr. Seuss's hat. Really neat, or Cat in the Hat's hat. So it's really neat. They also have games on board, and there's casinos on board, and I said there is so much to do on board the ship. You can, some of the ships have dive-in theaters where they have a big screen on the ship and they can play a movie while you're swimming. Or there's game shows. Like I said, some of the ships have Hillsborough, so you can go and play Yahtzee and live action, like huge dice to roll and everything. And also they have comedy clubs and bars and piano bars, and you can see different types of acts, like shows. Sorry. They have shows on board. And all that's included in your fee. One fee gets you pretty much everything. You get all the food you can eat. They have Guy's Burger Joint. If you ever have seen Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, I love Guy. I cannot wait to try his burger joint. They have his burger joint on there. And maybe you get lucky and maybe he'll be on board. You never know. And speaking of other chefs, Emmanuel, no, I am saying his name wrong. I am so sorry. Marl. He is getting ready to have his own restaurant on board the Mardi Gras. So they hook up with famous chefs that you know, and you could probably pronounce their names better than me. But Carnival really goes out of their way to make sure you have fun. That's why their motto is choose fun. So with the Carnival Cruise, they also offer a guaranteed that you will enjoy the cruise. If not, within 24 hours, you just go and tell them, this wasn't what I thought, I don't like it, it's not for me. And you get to go home, and they'll pay for you to get home. There are some exceptions, but that is something that we would talk about at a different time. Staterooms. They have rooms for interior where you're just, it's a cabin, all the way up to suites, balcony rooms, you name it, they have it. These are really nice rooms and everything. And like I said, you have day and night activities. So when you are on board the ship for a full day at sea, you're not going to get bored. There's so much to do on board these ships that you probably, some people don't even go on the shore excursions or go out on the shores because they want to stay. They like the spas because the spas are open, and then the spas are less crowded at that time because everybody's off ship. So some people like to stay on board the ship and never even get off the ship. But Carnival is, like I said, they are catered for everybody. You have anywhere from a 2-day cruise all the way up to a 19-day cruise. So you can find a cruise that fits your time frame. They sail all year round. Carnival is out of so many different ports. You got ports in Baltimore, New York, North Fork, Barbosa, Charleston, Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, Honolulu, Hawaii, and Seattle and Vancouver, LA, just added San Diego. So no matter where you are in the United States, there is a port near you. So you can get to a Carnival cruise. And then the hard part, figuring out where you want to go. Carnival goes to the Bahamas on short cruises. You can go to Bermuda. You can go to Hawaii and do island hopping. Visit 4 different islands in 7 days. You can do Alaska. This is an absolutely beautiful cruise. Highly recommend an Alaska cruise to everybody. Mexican Riviera, New England. Sorry, I was going to say New Orleans. New England, the Caribbean, of course. Everywhere in the Caribbean. You go to Cozumel, and there's just so many places you can visit in the Caribbean. Don't have time, I'm sorry, to name them all. Panama Canal, or you can do a Trans-Pacific cruise. Mexico, and now the Cuba. Cuba has opened up their borders, and we can now sail into Cuba, and you can go take a Cuba trip, and then of course Canada. Carnival has so much going on. I said with food, you are looking at all your food is included. They do have specialty dinners that you can add on. They do have a drink package that if you like to consume adult beverages, that they have a package for that. If not, your water, lemonade, that's all included. Coffee included for free. They also have different shore excursions you can do. I mean, at each one of these different ports that I talked about, you can go and do something. If you go to the Caribbean, you can go and you can swim with the dolphins, or you can go and visit Aztec ruins. Swimming in with the dolphins is what me and my kids are going to do when we go in October. And then me and my husband are going in July of next year on a different cruise, but we're planning on doing shore excursions. And this is just a great way to get out of the U.S. and get an all-exclusive, because these really are. Your hotel is there. These are great ways to visit places like the Caribbean. If you go on a 7 days, you're going to hit 3 to 4 different ports depending on where you come out of. Think about how much you're going to save by doing a cruise when you can talk about if you went to, had to fly into Cozumel and then you had to spend your night there and pay for food and do all of that. And then the next day you get up and you decide you want to go to Yucatan. That's more money. You have to either fly or figure out your transportation. Well, instead, while you're sleeping, your ship is going on to your next port. That is just great. Or if you decide you want to be up and party all night, they have stuff going on. There's boats on there. I mean, there's there are parties on board the ship. They have deck parties and just so much to do. And like I said, you're going to Build-A-Bear workshop for your kids. I'm just kind of flipping through some of the things I keep forgetting about. I'm sorry. There's so much. There really is so much to do on a Carnival cruise. I definitely recommend cruising to anybody who wants to get a chance to see the world. I mean, see a different part. And like I said, this is an ideal way to get to travel and see different things. As of right now, you do not need a passport to leave the United States on a cruise, as long as it goes to a U.S. port, or starts in a U.S. port and finishes at a U.S. port. Now, I highly recommend you getting a passport, but you do not need one. So this opens up stuff for a lot of people who don't have passports. But there's just, like I said, there's so much to do on a Carnival cruise. Like I said, you can find a port anywhere near you. There's more, of course, here on the East Coast than the West Coast, but they are working more on the West Coast now and starting to build up more out there. But like I said, even on the West Coast, you're going to find ports that you can go to and get on a Carnival cruise. So if you're interested in a Carnival cruise, if I haven't rambled too much and now completely lost you, I would love to work with you. It's totally free to work with a travel agent. My services are free. I do not charge you anything extra. So let me help you choose fun and really talk about a Carnival cruise and find that perfect cruise for you and your family, or just you and your honey, or just you. Hey, single people go on cruises too. Also, if you are interested, in October of this year, we are doing our first annual Pink Tutu cruise on Carnival Cruise, and I will be donating commissions to help fight cancer. So that's a great cause. Please join us. Please subscribe to my page, not my page, my YouTube channel, if you can handle me making a complete idiot of myself and telling you about some different traveling experiences and different places to travel to. I do appreciate you joining me. Also, you can follow me on Facebook. I do these nightly, so you can really get a good laugh. And if you want to talk to me about a cruise or any other type of travel, I am able to help you with anything here on the planet Earth. And when we finally go to Mars or the moon, I will help you there too. You can reach me at 1-855-I-GO-AWAY, which is 855-446-2929. Or send me a message here on in the comments. Or you can find me on Facebook and send me a message that way. Or email me at Tracy, Tracy, @bagspacktravel.com. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I appreciate it. And I will catch you next time. Bye.